up some barbecue for you. T-Roy's chilling in the backyard grilling, showing you that you can cook it too. Always with a beer or whiskey, but he cooks responsibly.
Hey everybody, welcome to T-Roy Cooks. I appreciate you joining us. Today we're going to grill up a hanger steak and we're going to marinate it for a few hours before we throw it on the Weber Kettle. So I was talking to my good friend Chef Johnny. He's got his own YouTube channel, Texas Style Barbecue and Cuisine. I'll put a link for it up here. If you're not familiar with it, please go check out Chef Johnny. He is a great guy and hopefully we can hook up in the future. He doesn't live too far from me, so we may make that happen for you guys. But great guy. I've known him for quite a while. He's got some great recipes and some great videos. So this is Chef Johnny's recipe for his beef fajita marinade. Let me show you what goes in it, folks. Alright guys, this is what we're working with. This is an Angus hanger steak, and these are the ingredients. You've got some garlic sliced up. I got a little cumin, orange juice. This is some apple cider vinegar, lime juice, olive oil, and I just took some cilantro fresh and just, twisted it, broke it up. Salt and pepper, and I think that's about all we need in here. Alright, let me put all the ingredients in here. I'm going in with the liquids first, and I'll put the recipe down below in the description box for you guys. Y'all be sure and hit show more. All right, that was lime juice. There's some apple cider vinegar. Get in there, boy. Get a little orange juice going in. Olive oil. My garlic. Come on, get in there. Cumin. Cilantro. And as with a lot of marinades, you don't have to be real specific with measurements, folks. Going in with some pepper. Pepper and beef go great together, and I just didn't feel like cracking any. I knew it needed a good bit, so I'm just using that. This is some coarse sea salt going in. Pretty good bit. Something like that. We got a nice mix. Alright, let's get our hanger steak, folks. See if I can get it busted open here. This is right at a pound worth of hanger steak. There we go. Oh yeah, man. Check that out, folks. Hope y'all can see that. That's going to be gorgeous. Awesome. Alright, we're going to put this in the marinade. I'm going to seal this bag up real quick. Slosh it around, make sure that marinade gets all in there, all over that meat. We'll burp it. And if you have trouble burping your bags like this, just hold it down where the surface of the, so you see where the surface of the level is for the liquid. I like to pinch it right about there, and then just kind of roll it. Roll it, just like this. And that way, you're pushing the air out as you're rolling it. And then, right at the very end, you should have pretty much nothing but liquid right up here at the top. So that's what we got right there. Alright, we'll stick this in the fridge, let it rest for a few hours. We'll meet you back out at the grill. Alright folks, this is that hanger steak. It's been marinated for 3 hours. I didn't rinse it or anything, but I did pull it out of the marinade and I dried it with some paper towels, just pat dry. Try to get some of that moisture off of the surface so we can get some Maillard reaction going. And the coals, they are screaming hot. Let's go ahead and put this on. Now, you know what I'm going to do? Karen likes hers a little bit more well done than I do, so I'm going to cut this baby in half. Let me see which half I want. We'll go right in half. I don't care. That's cool. So anyway, that's what the inside looks like. Yeah, I think I'll do this half right here. Save that for Karen. Anywho. I'm going to cook mine a little bit less than hers, so I'm going to put mine on in a few. I'm going to go ahead and put hers on. I'll cook this one. This is going to be the nice one here. Is it? It doesn't matter. There we go. Alright, so that's 2 minutes total on that side. Let's flip it over. Woo, doggy. That's going to be nice. Alright, we're going to go 90 degrees. Just a quarter turn. Like that. And put it over some fresh coals. I'm doing this, moving it because if you spin it around in the same spot, those coals are already kind of dying down a little bit. So put it on the fresh side where you got some a fresh hot grate and fresh coals. And these will pick back up because now there's nothing over them. So these on this side over here, they're gonna keep going. Oh, we're getting close. Let me go get my thermopin. All right, folks. See if I can show you what the temperature is out here. Let's check that out. 102 right now. This is feeling pretty good, but it's still kind of soft for Karen's liking. So I'm guessing it's not quite done. Let's check the internal temp. Reading 104. So she's coming up pretty good. I think I'm gonna give it another flip. Just like that. Woo, doggy. All right, let me brush this off. And just keep flip-flopping it back and forth until it gets done. You could cook it indirect the rest of the way if you wanted to. This isn't too far from being done. I'm gonna go ahead and throw mine on there. There we go. Let that baby cook a little bit. Let's see where we're at now. No, we're still about 108, so I still got a little ways to go. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one off. I'll pull this one over here. Yeah, we'll sit it on the side over here. We'll finish cooking it indirect, and I may have to do the same to this one over here. We'll see. But yeah, again, to get you a nice medium rare to rare, a minute to a minute and a half per side should be really good, depending on the heat of your coals. That's probably been about a minute or so. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it there and just do a little quarter turn there. Get some hash cross marks on there if we can. That's been about another minute. Flip that baby over. Woo, doggy. Gotta have some screaming hot charcoal there. So go a minute like that, spin it around 90 degrees or quarter turn, and we'll go another minute and we'll bring you back. All right, folks, there we go. See what she looks like. Looking pretty doggone good. And I guarantee you that ain't quite ready either. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna finish cooking these indirect, and I'll bring you back when they're reaching the desired temp for doneness. And again, I'm shooting for like a rare, medium rare. Karen wants hers a little more well done, so we'll see which one I'm gonna choose. I'm thinking I may do this one. I ain't sure, but we'll bring you back. All right, folks, it's only been about 4 minutes. Let's see where we're at on this piece. Let's kind of get in the middle there. Oh, yeah, that one's ready to come off. I'm reading 146. How about this one? 123, 125. I think that one's probably pretty doggone close too. I'm gonna let it go for like another 30 seconds and then I'll pull it off. We're gonna tint these in some foil. We'll meet you back when we're tasting it. All right, gang. I got these rested for about 10-15 minutes here. And as you can see, or maybe you can't, but the grain is running across this way. So what we need to do is turn this. In fact, I'm gonna turn it this way. See, the grain's running that way. We need to cut across at a bias. That's exactly what we're gonna do. And this one's, yeah, this one's for Karen, so hopefully it's not coming out all bloody because she would not like that. How's that look, baby?
Good.
There we go. It is. That's good and tender. Do I need to cook it some more for you?
No, that's
You
fine.
good? Okay, all right. Okay.
Oops, saw blood.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that's yours.
No, the other one is even less done.
All right, well, we'll just heat that up a little bit.
Yeah, we'll heat that up just a little bit for Karen because she don't like it bloody.
Nope,
Okay, and on this one,
because I live in the South.
on this one, see, it's going this way for the grain, so we're going to cut across that way. Let's check mine out. Let's see how mine looks. Mine should be a little bit less well done. Yeah, there you go. Now we're talking.
Thing's still moving.
Well, that's how you cook this stuff, man. That's how you do it. All right, so there we go. There we go. That's that one.
I do it.
That's that one. All right, folks. There you go. Gonna make some tacos, but let me give this a taste for you real quick. right, folks, here we go. Let's give this a shot. My word, I'll tell you what. Get you some hanger steak, folks. This stuff's fabulous. I may take a picture of some fajita, tacos, whatever you want to call them. Maybe not. But this is some good stuff. Really, really good. Really good. Yum. Appreciate y'all watching. Thumbs up if you like it. Hope you share the video. When you do, please tell all your friends that T-Roy cooks responsibly. Cheers, everybody.